One of the best mentors I've ever had is a bin. I'm Scott Watson. I've been helping business owners for the last 15 years transform their business and take their income to the next level. And I'm going to talk to you about today why a bin has helped me break through so many ceilings within my business. I like to run daily. Some days 5K, some days 8K, some days 10K. I have a bin at the end of my estate. And that bin, as I said, has taught me so many life lessons and so many lessons about myself. So every time I do 5K and I'm almost back home and the alarm goes off, congratulations, you've done 5K, I don't stop where that alarm goes off. I stop when I get to the bin. So my runs are 5K plus the bin, 8K plus the bin, 10K plus the bin. And it is that sometimes it can be half a kilometer, sometimes it can be an extra 50 meters, sometimes it can nearly be an extra kilometer. But I don't stop my run until I hit the bin. And what this has trained me is to break through those ceilings. Yeah, when that alarm goes off and says, congratulations, you've done 10K, I've got a choice. I can say, congratulations, Scott, you've done 10K. Let's just have a good chilled walk back to your house. Yeah, let's get that recovery going. But my mind says, no, I don't finish until I get to the bin. And that period from when that bell goes on the 10K to the bin is a real test of character for me. It shows who I really am. Yeah, because guess what? I hit that 10K target. If I don't break through it, that 10K might become 8K next week, might become 5K next week. But because I program my brain to break through and do the extra until I get to that bin, yep, that is where I taught myself to learn to break through. And out that entire run, the most uncomfortable part is when it says, congratulations, you've done 10K, and I've still got another half K to go to the bin. That is where the results come. That is where I'm going to grow. That is where I question myself. That is where I need to inject my belief that despite me doing the 10K, I've got to keep going to the bin. And I've brought this into business, this discipline to business, and this is what has helped me grow in business over the last 18 years too. So you're hitting those income figures in your business. Maybe it's 3K, 4K, 5K, 10K. Yep, you're hitting those figures, you're hitting the target, you'll pat yourself on the back, and your income is coming back down. And that is because you're not pushing yourself past those income ceilings. You're hitting them, you're coming back down to what feels comfortable. And if you want to break those income ceilings, if you want to move on to the next level, yeah, you've got to be in that uncomfortable zone like I am from the 10K to the bin. Yeah, you've got to be in that uncomfortable zone where it doesn't feel comfortable. This doesn't feel normal. You're growing as a person. Your identity's growing. And that is when the inner belief has got to say, I'm okay here. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing past that 5K paycheck. Keep pushing past that 10K paycheck. I deserve it. I believe I can do it. And I am going to do it. This is what I tell myself from the 10K to the bin. And this is what I tell myself when I'm breaking ceilings in my business. You're not got to go for the target. You've got to smash through the target. You've got to make that ceiling your new floor. That is what is going to bring exceptional growth in your business. So here's the resolution and the action in your business. When you hit your income target, which goes, that's great, I'm earning great income, I want you to push right past it. When you're hitting what you feel is enough clients, I want you to keep on pushing past it. When you're hitting the follow-up, when you just do your 10 follow-ups, I want you to push past it and do the extra 15, because between 10 and 15 is probably where the success lies. Yeah, but it's just comfortable to do 10. It's easy to do 10. You've always got to go the extra mile in business. That is where the results come. And it comes from your belief in yourself. Yeah, are you just a coaster or are you a winner? Yeah, what do you tell yourself? Oh, I'm just here to be average. No, you're not. You're here to win in business. And when you're here to win and you make that statement, you turn up with a winning attitude. If you're not ready to have a conversation yet, there's a link to my email list below where I share weekly value on how you can transform your business and take it to the next level. And I just want to depart on this message is You are worth more than the ceiling you think in your head. I want you to make that ceiling your new floor. And in order to do that, you have to push through it. Yep, so that extra half a kilometre to the bin is training me to keep on going. And that's what you got to do in your business. If you want to be a success, you've got to keep pushing through those ceilings. When you're in an environment which feels uncomfortable, learn to embrace it. Don't push back to the comfort zone. Embrace that environment. Make that environment your new home, and you will break every ceiling in your business. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video.